Thought I'd do a quick video now that I've painstakingly rearranged the studio again 4 times. I tend to spend way more time changing my stuff around than I do playing music or producing music. It's a real problem. It has to do along the same lines of the problem of the gear acquisition syndrome, the gas that I have. The 16-year-old me would be just beside myself, considering all the gear I have. I mean, it's overkill. When I was 16, 17, I had a boom box, and I would flip the tape to do like that fake multi-track thing that everybody figured out in the 90s, where you could kind of get 2 tracks going. And then when I was 18, I got a 4-track, and I made a couple records on that, and it's all that I needed. It's all anyone really needs if they're just putzing around at home like I do. So for me to be tearing this stuff apart and buying gear all the time, I mean, it's a real shame. I'm sure it's a mental health issue at some point. But so this is what the synth setup looks like now. And I'll probably be happy with it for till tomorrow, and then I'll rip it all apart again like I do. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. But the synth, if you watch my other videos, I had all my synths in that big old monster. I guess it's 20, 20, and 20, so it's 60U, that big 60U case. But so, just a quick tour. I built another 20U rack. That's the other thing too, is I build racks and racks and racks. I must have 10 racks around here that I build. It's cheap and easy. I got a table saw. I'm able to make a rectangle. The rack rails are super cheap, these guys. So I make racks and racks and racks and racks. I didn't make that one. That one's actually has an interesting story. It came from a hospital dumpster, but I'll tell that story some other time. So anyway, synth setup. What we got going on here? Logistically, aesthetically. All right. Well, we got the little drum machine up here, the SR16. He lives over here because he interoperates good with these synths. It's got MIDI, so you can sync up the timing. And then if I need to, I can pick it up and grab and go, and I can go over here and like write songs with it, which is it's a great little songwriter. Obviously, I don't know why that's obvious, but just if you need 100 preset beats, you will, at least I will, write a song that day just by flipping through the presets. Next we got the Mother 32, and then we got a eurorack rack with my auxiliary or my utility modules here. I sold the other 2 of these, or 3 that I had, or 4, or no, 6. I had 6 of these. I'm down to my last one. They're really hard to get in Canada because Behringer gave Cosmo Music exclusivity, and Cosmo Music they don't know how to stock anything, so you have to go to Sweetwater if you're Canadian to buy those. Then I got this Swiss Army knife, this Behringer Ultralink Pro. What happens there is this speaker under my desk. That speaker connects as the main, or the left, and then everything else connects into the mixer. So all I have to do is reach down and tune in my source. A couple power supplies, and then I got some storage down here. All right, so then we got the Behringer Eurorack Go. When I sold the 6 of these and went to this, it was just I was trying to make a more cohesive instrument. I think I've done that. But you want to talk cohesive instrument, well, just get yourself a Mother 32 or get yourself the Grandmother. That is a cohesive instrument already. Or grab up a barp. There's the Gray Meanie barp. And that's it. I don't plan on expanding my synth. Truth be known, I don't know how to use the barp very well, or the Grandmother, or my Eurorack. I'm half decent on the Mother 32. I've owned it longest. I can get some nice stuff going there. I can even do some Pink Floyd stuff on the Mother 32. Thanks to a couple people on YouTube. There's 2 guys on YouTube that actually demonstrate how to do that Dark Side of the Moon. That I can't remember the song name, but thanks to those guys on YouTube, I would have never figured it out myself. But they'll tell you what notes. So then you can do it on the mother. Of course, anything you do on the mother, you can do on the grandmother. Could probably do it on the barp. I just never tried. But so anyway, this video is not about the synths, even though I'm 5 minutes in. That's what I've done with the synths. So what have I done over here? And I've tore the studio apart 4 times this week. I am tired. I am achy. Look at all this cabling. And it's not all cabled up yet because I ordered $400 worth of snakes. So when the big studios say the cost is all the cabling, like I know what they're talking about. I have a little bit wired up, but I ordered $400 worth of snakes. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do this right. I'm not, I have some snakes, but I ordered $400 worth of new snakes because I want it done right. I want it neat and tidy back there. So what have I done? So this big 20U, 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 it's all one MDF unit. I think I made it out of MDF, stained it black. Now that I say that, that might be real wood. I can't remember. I had got some nice wood boards from Home Depot on sale at one point. But anyway, I had made that big monster for the synths. The problem was just playing on that wall. Yeah, I went for the BBC. I wanted like the Doctor Who BBC 1960 whatever. But it's just this big daunting wall. And I just didn't play my synths. But this way I figure if I can treat these guys more like individual instruments, maybe I pick them up and get closer to the drummer or the bass player, you know? That's why this barp is in like a grab and go case. The eurorack's very grab and go. This guy's not because she is in the mother's in the rack. But this big wall was daunting. I don't know. There's just something that was sitting in front of it. I was just like, I didn't feel musical going, let's play some music. I don't know. It just wasn't working. But again, I change my setup way too often. So anyway, so then I don't know if you've seen other past videos, but I built my own desk. So instead of buying like a Danger Fox or whatever they're called, or some of the really nice desks that AV Shop has, or local people build, or Sweetwater has. I mean, you can spend $5,000, you can spend 10. I'm sure you can spend 50. The desk of my dreams would cost me 2,500 Canadian to get from the States to the Canada, and there's no guarantee it's not damaged. And it's a big, it's pretty big. So I had built my own desk at MDF. I actually have a picture of it over here. I had built that desk. Sometimes it had, see the 4 buckets? Sometimes it had 10 buckets. Sometimes it had 12 buckets. I built a couple 16 buckets. So I had all kinds of rack options there. Down here is not too handy because, like, who's going to reach down there? You're not going to reach down there and press a compressor, dial a knob. So it's just storage. I had a drawer, a big, real big surface, the Tascam. You can see the big Model 24 there. So I built that desk. And then next door, I had a big 20U rack, record player up there. So what was my problem? And why did I tear the desk apart? I mean, I literally sawed the desk up this week. Well, I went to, I didn't want to sit at a desk. I don't want to sit at a computer. I don't want to sit at a desk. I'm not even super happy that this monitor and Mac are sitting here, honestly. I'm done with the computer thing. I do computers for a living. I don't want to come home, grab a guitar, and sit at a freaking computer. I just don't. I'll sit at the board, You're probably going, how the heck does he have the Tascam back? Well, that's a whole story. But anyway, I know everybody's dawn. It's the year 2024, but there's something about sitting at a desk. So here, I'm not so much, this is kind of a compromise. I'm not really sitting at a desk. I'm hunching. I've gone the hunch route. See how hunchy I am? Boom, I'm hunched over. So I'm going to be hunched at a board. Again, you've seen other videos. You're like, I thought you sold that. Yeah. This is for sale again. I won't get into that right now. So the wife at one point said, why don't you just, if you're having such trouble with your brain, why don't you just stick all your stuff on this white table? So I did. I stuck all the studio stuff on this white table, but I realized it's no fun having these compressors in like a side bucket, say where that chair is, like a big 20 use side bucket. When you're mixing, you want to be able to like reach out and tweak. There's the VLA2, there's the compressor. I used to have lots of 500 series gear. That's all I have left. The Neve stuff you're really not tweaking on. I mean, that's all preamp stuff, right? I say Neve, you know, I mean Warm, the Neve clone. But so I needed the compressors to be at hand. I've recently sold some more. But so what do we got in here? We got my fairly crappy M Audio B8 BX8As. They are going on. Damn, they're almost 15, 16, maybe 20 years old by now. They're all right. My next move is probably the Yamaha HS8s, I think they're called. But anyway, got the Apollo X4. We got my little CD player. We got the little Apple iMac. I highly regret not buying the Mac monitor, iMac 24-inch. You know what I'm talking about? Just because it does cut down on the clutter. This thing is very cluttery. It's got a hard drive hanging out the back. It's got stupid adapters and crap that Apple should have built in. So yeah, to not have gone to the iMac 24-inch, I kick myself. Not to worry though, I only bought this last year. Apple will make sure that some update makes this obsolete so that in 3 years I have to buy the next one. So no worries there. Apple will make sure that I can't use that. Why do I say that? Because I got a gigantic Mac in the other room, like a really beautiful $2,200 Mac from the year 2012. Hardware is pristine. There's nothing wrong with it, except the Apple software stopped updating, so I can't. You even go to Chrome, and Chrome's like, I'm so old, I can't do anything. And Apple's like, yeah, don't update. It's like, well, thanks very much. You should be sued into oblivion. But so maybe I'll go PC next time. But anyway, oh, what we got here? We've got the Apollo, the CD player, the stupid Mac, and then we got spec analyzers here. I got left and right, so that one's for that monitor. That one's for that monitor. So I can't light them up right now because I'm waiting for them cables, but basically it's a spec analyzer. You can use it to test your room, but you can also just test your mix. Or if you're like, what frequency is irritating me, and it'll light up in here and you go, oh, it's in the 250 range. So then we get the ART headphone amp 6 so that I can feed that out to people that are out here drumming or playing guitar or bass or violin or whatever they're doing, or sitting with me. I find we get a lot of people just sitting here sometimes when we get bands in. But I got 5 channels of warm Neve, 2 with EQ. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got the Heritage, which you guys know is pooched if you've been watching my videos. I sold it to a guy and he pooched it for me. Anyway, I got the XTC, and then I don't have a lot of other 500 series gear because I'm tired of the lie that 500 series gear is cheaper. It's not. It's not cheaper. Except maybe SSL. Like SSL's been putting out some really nice cheap 500 series gear, but I've never been an SSL guy. I don't want to sell like freaking Michael Jackson's Thriller or whatever the hell. Like, I don't want to sell like the 80s, I want to sound like Prince's Batman soundtrack. So I'm not an SSL guy, but the prices have been more than fair that SSL's been putting out lately. I got my patch panel here. So, for now I can patch from here to here if I have to, Obviously I have longer cables than that. Got my my Warm WA2A. Funny, I'd sold this on Reverb. I wanted it back. I missed it. Went on Reverb and found the guy that I sold to selling it again. I messaged him and I'm like, oh man, I want that back. So I actually paid less than what I sold it to him for. So basically it was like he rented it for $100. So it was kind of nice for both of us and got my baby back. Then I got an RRT VLA2. I got a good deal on this around Christmas. Yeah, it's all right. A little bit of tube goodness. Couple channels of stereo. Just sold my FMR and CNR and LA. Could not stand. There's the TS. I can't do the TS. Well, I'm buying snakes and stuff. They're TRS. like it's all about TRS so that you get that noise cancellation, right? Like get with a program FMR. But anyway, that's it, really. I mean, I got another spec analyzer. I got a Behringer tuner there. Always got the Ruby hanging nearby. I got a foot switch down here for the Tascam. But the Tascam's for sale. If I can get it gone, I'll either buy the Zoom L20 for a 7th time. Yeah, you heard that right. I had 2 over Christmas holidays. I just keep sending them back. So if you see all them Zoom L20s open box and you guys are getting good deals on them, you're welcome. Because I've done 6 of them. And I'm looking for a 7th. But the Model 24's got to go. But you've probably seen my video on that. So, yeah. So anyway, am I going to be happy hunched over here? No, I'm never happy. But this is it. You know, I could do the whole, I could use this side of the room. It's a big room. I could do the whole, like, black curtains and neon lights and the whole, like, I could do something that looks like the other guys on YouTube, but it's not what I'm into. I just want to hunch over on this chair with a guitar and play into a mixer board and try to get some lo-fi work done, right? But we'll see if I'm happy. I won't be, but this is what I got so far, and I already sawed that desk all up, so I'm not building that desk again. That's for darn sure. I am getting a little tired of building racks, so I just build them and build them and build them and build them. But so yeah, so anyway, that's what's been going on in the studio this week. I've got cables all over the floor. My back's sore. I'm tired. I literally did 4 different configurations. Like, this room was trashed 4 times this week, and it's Wednesday now. The one night I did it twice. I did 2 configurations. But so, moral of the story is, don't be like me. Just be satisfied with the gear that you have. You don't need all this crap. And don't tear your desk apart 4 times in 1 week. Just get comfortable, sit down and make music. So do what I'm saying and not what I'm doing, because I am a mess. Thanks for watching.